All right. How are you guys? It's full moon in Capricorn. What does that mean? Who knows? But I feel like this card is very much a full moon in Capricorn because Capricorn doesn't like to show their emotions. And we've got the devil sitting here as the King of Cups, a very more emotional type of sign. And then we have Saturn, very restrictive. So I think, a lot of us are going to be fighting with our emotions and with authority and how we really feel and what we really want to do. So, I always see the full moon as a flashlight. I mean, it's like a flashlight that kind of shines this light down on us and says what's going on, and we need to pay attention to it. So don't be surprised if, there's a part of your life or throughout the day where, something just kind of really triggers you, and you have to really face some of these emotions. Anyway, that's what we got going on for some of you guys. Let me see if I can fix myself over here on my iPad. Welcome in, Kristen. How are you? Where is Raven Blackstar subscriptions? All right, it seems as if my iPad has frozen. Hold on. There we are. Okay. Welcome in, Kristen. How are you? All right, there we are. All right, let's get going. So listen, I thought what I would do while we wait for people to kind of pop into the chat and kind of quickly get through it, because when people start popping in, I like to engage with you guys in the chat. I like to pull cards. So, Kristen, if there's a card that you would like me to pull, that would be great. I'd be happy to pull cards. But let me get myself ready here. Let me ring my bell, clear the energies, and burn a little bit of cedar for us all. And hopefully people will start to come in. So I hope you guys are doing really, really well. It's been hot where I'm at. I was wilting. Anyway, welcome in, you guys. So yeah, let's pull a card for all of us, Aries all the way through Pisces, on this full moon, and see, maybe we can see what the flashlight of the full moon is going to trigger for all of us. I don't know. But let's pull a card for each and every one of us, and we'll just talk about the card. So I like to do that, and I like to do that with all of you guys. So if you're new here, welcome in. I always like to pull cards for you guys. We got Lily in the house. Welcome in, Lily. She's a Libra from California, Northeast California. I'm from New Mexico. So if you're in the land of enchantment, stop by, away from the mountaintop, a mesa, the gorge, who knows. All right, let's see what's going on. Hi, Elisa. How are you? So listen, they got a few people coming in the house. We got Australia in the house. We got a bunch of people coming in. So listen, you guys, we can either, all right, and I'm going to leave it up to you. We got a few people in the house. I'm throwing this vote out to you guys. Either I can sit here and pull cards for the zodiac signs on this full moon, or we can just jump right in and, I'd be happy to pull cards for you guys. So tell me what you would like, and I'd be happy to do that. I'll give you guys a minute and introduce you guys to everyone else. We've got Elisa, Lily, V. Who else is in the house? We've got some people that are not putting in their name in the chat. So welcome to all you other ones who are not actually in the chat. Do the zodiac signs. All right, Elisa, I'm going to do the zodiac signs. The good news about that, Elisa, is that it gives people time to come into the chat. And just know, if you don't want to listen to the zodiac signs, that's great. Pop out, come back later, and, come back for the tarot reading part of this. I'm one of these tarot readers that believes we need to read tarot, so I'm going to read for you guys. But first, we're going to begin with the full moon and see what's going on. You feel odd today? Pull for you, Lily. All right, Lily, let me pull a card for you. We'll start out with you and see where it goes, and then I'll jump back over to the zodiacs. Because once I start that, I like to keep going, then I'm not going to talk to you guys. Hi, Drags. Welcome in. All right, Lily. Lily's feeling a little odd. Let's pull a card for Lily. See what's going on for Lily. Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. We got Ellie the Witch. I look very witchy today, don't I? All right, let's see what's going on, Lily. You need a card today. All right, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. There could be a loss of money. There could be something that comes up that's going to cost you some money to fix or to repair. But I feel that instability of the Ten of Pentacles coming in reverse for you. And then we have the Three of Pentacles also coming in reverse. So I wonder whether money is a big factor right now, making you feel a little bit unsettled. But, you know, these are two cards that are really tough when it comes to finances. Let's get one more card out for you. Nine of Swords. But, you know, here it's coming in reverse. You know, you can't worry about it. You got to deal with it. You got to fix it. You got to nip it in the bud. All right, Lily, and I think you'll feel better. So that could be why you're feeling a little bit off. You're not very grounded, Lily. Go outside, take your shoes off. Dig your feet into the ground and take a deep breath. You'll feel much better. Promise. You're a triple Libra. I also know a triple Libra. You know, I hope you write poetry and you find beautiful ways to channel your emotions and your energies, Lily. You know, you walk barefoot every day. Oh, that's really nice. It really grounds you. Anyway, I know a couple people that are triple Libras. Beautiful people you guys are. That's a lot of Libra energy. Anyway, do beautiful things, write beautiful things. Anyway, you know what's nice about a triple Libra? You're Libra rising. You have the kind of energy, Lily, where people, when you walk into a room, people feel good. It's a beautiful quality to have with the Libra rising. Not to mention the whole balance and beauty and harmony thing that you've got. But anyway, beautiful energy for you, Lily. Anyway, watch your money. All right, do something about it. Don't worry. Just be proactive and you'll be okay. Who else in the house? IDK, welcome in. You're curious, even if it's just a tip from you, how do I open my third eye to see everything? I feel like it's so hard. It shut off so much. I have a fear. All right, so here's a tip for you, Ellie the Witch, and it's not about closing your eyes and opening your third eye. It's about being the awareness of what's already out there. The next time that you sit out in nature, you know, see what it is in nature that calls to you and talks to you. And if it's a bird, it's a bird. If it's a tree, it's a tree. If it's, you know, the wind, the wind. And ask that element to help you open your third eye. A lot of times it's just a matter of practicing manifestation, you know, like right now, I'm in the manifestation of just practicing to manifest a hippo. And I do this all the time. You know, I play these little games with myself, you know, and I want to play the game of the hippo. So I'm always keeping my eye out for a hippo. And the other day I saw a hippo, and it was just this tiny little statue of a hippo. And it just made me smile that I manifested the hippo I was looking for, because I live in New Mexico and we have no hippos nor things with hippos around, you know. So anyway, it's just about you really tapping into your own gifts and abilities. And then, you know, the third eye is just there, you know, because now you're connected to your spirit. So play those games with yourself, Ellie. Baby girl, welcome in. Baby girl wants a message. Good morning, baby girl. Nice to see you. Swati, also nice to see you. All right, let's see, baby girl. I feel like today we're just going to read. All right, we're just going to read cards for you guys. This is how we're going to roll today. Happy to be here. All right, what can you tell me to tell baby girl coming in today? Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. All right, let's see what's coming in for baby girl. All right, look, we got the Page of Wands coming into the Four of Swords reversed. You know, I like the Page of Wands because it usually brings news of something good. You know, maybe there's this thing that you want to explore, all right? There's a lot of exploring energy here, baby girl. You know, and it also, with this card in particular, all right, we see that there's this lizard that's crossing the road. We got this cat. It's almost like, you know, if you do something and you start something or you go somewhere, there's no turning back. You got to follow it through. So just keep that in mind. And then we have the Four of Swords coming in reverse. So before you do anything, really think about it, all right, so that, you know, you don't find yourself making any regrets, especially with that Four of Swords. You know, maybe you need to do this just to kind of heal yourself and ground yourself, because this is, you know, something's off. All right, we've got this Four of Swords. Something's not right. All right, baby girl. And I think maybe you going somewhere might actually help to, you know, heal a little bit of what it is that's bothering you. All right, so that's what I've got for you, baby girl. Swati. Swati would love to have a card. So let's see what the universe has to say to you, Swati. All right, let's see what's going on, Swati. Swati. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're just reading today, so yeah. Let's see if I pull your cards for you today. Today, right now, we're reading for Swati. What's going on for Swati? All right, you ready? Here comes Swati. We have the Eight of Wands coming in reverse. So communication could be to a halt. Maybe you don't hear news that you really need to hear. With the Eight of Wands coming in reverse, I just feel as if you're kind of at a standstill, not knowing what to do without knowing what the next step is. So when we have the Eight of Wands, you know, you might want to initiate something, Swati, all right? If you don't hear from someone, don't wait, right? Pick up the phone, send a text, send a message. You know, I feel like you need to initiate the communication if you're not getting it. All right, Swati, I hope that resonates for you. IDK. I'm having a really great day, IDK. I hope you are too. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here, I'm just pulling cards. That's what I like to do. Abigail, how are you? I got another Libra. When will Luis contact you? Let's find out, Abigail, whether or not Luis is going to contact you. Grateful, thankful. Hi, Annie. Hi, Amarita. Kristen. All right, Abigail, let's find out what's going on. Is Luis going to contact you? Yes or no? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Abigail. All right, I don't feel like he is. All right, we've got the Page of Pentacles coming in reverse. This is not wanting to start anything. It is reverse. And usually when I have my cards come up reverse, it is a no. All right, so no, I don't think it's going to happen, Abigail. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Amrita. I'm glad you resonate. Oh, you can heal them. You can help. You know, good energy is always welcomed when people are down. All right, let's see what's going on. Amrita, could I read your energy too? Sure, let's see what's going on for Amrita. Grateful, thankful for you, your energy, being a part of my channel. I'm glad that my readings resonate for you. Amrita, let's find out what's going on for you. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Amrita. Looking for a card pull for Amrita. See what's going on. Let's see what's going on for you, Amrita. All right, let's see what's going on. We have the Five of Wands coming in reverse. Listen, Amrita, you know, pick your battles. All right, not everything is worth going after. And I do feel as if there's a lot of people around that they just don't need to know your business. I feel like you're better off if you keep to yourself in a situation, because I just feel like things could get blown up quickly. So be careful of that, whatever that means. We do have the Sun card coming in reversed. You know, maybe you are dealing with a situation that, you know, you just gotta take it for what it is, because the Sun card coming in reverse says on the outside, you know, you're acting like everything is okay, but you're really not happy with the situation. But also, I do feel like you realize that you have to pick your battles. All right, Amrita, so that's what I've got for you today. Hi, Monica. You are living in Colorado. I love Colorado. I was just telling my friend, you know, my car, I have like my car troubles. They've been going on for years. But in my better days, when I had a more reliable car, I mean, I would take off to Colorado all the time. I just love to hang out in the Rockies. I really do. Anyway, welcome, Monica. Marmalejo. I'm good. How are you? Perna. Perna wants a card. Marmalejo. Oh, thank you. Compliments are always welcome, Marmalejo. All right, let's see. Perna, let me get you a card here real quick. Welcome in, Dan. Oraham, welcome, welcome. I'm pulling cards here today, people. So, you know, maybe I'll pull a card for you. You never know. All right, let's see what's coming in for Perna today. Perna would like a card. She's a regular, faithful. What can you tell me to tell her? Look at you. I feel like you're going to go out and have a good time. This is the Three of Cups, a nice social energy, Perna. So I feel like, you know, go out and have a good time with people that you really get along with. Your friends, your girlfriends, family. But definitely this is a happy energy for you. So I like this for you today, Perna. Go have a good time. Oh, thanks, Amrita. I'm trying to grow it. I'm going to try to come back tomorrow and do a weekend read, right? So if you're here today and you don't get a card pull, come back tomorrow, because tomorrow I will do readings for the weekend, you know, because I think we need to have a weekend weather update all the time and find out what might be going on. But today I'm just kind of wanting to just hang out. Hi, Logan. All right, well, listen, Logan, you can't be too demanding. That's not good. So listen, I'm going to hide you because we have to be nice. All right, who else is out there? Reina, is that how we say it? You want to know how Salah thinks of you? Let's find out how Salah thinks of Reina. Grateful, thankful for the messages. How is everyone? I'm just popping in here real quick, checking in with all you guys, seeing what's going on. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Reina. What does Salah think of you? All right, are you ready? All right, Page of Pentacles. Now, somebody just got the Page of Pentacles. I don't feel like they want to start anything more with you. And we have you as the Nine of Swords energy. I think, you know, you just need to move on, because I just feel with this Page of Pentacles, they're just not really interested, and they don't really want anything more, you know, to do with you is what I'm getting. We do have the Nine of Wands, you know, you trying to make things work and trying to fix fences. But with these two nines, I really feel like it's time to really just kind of move on, you know, because he's not heart and soul to be a part of you anyway. You know, so it's better. How did I start tarot? How did I start tarot? Well, my mom, all right, so I came from a family where my father was very Catholic and my mother was very not Catholic. And she had tarot cards hidden in a cupboard way, you know, in the back part of the cupboard. And I found them. And I used to play with those cards all the time, all the time. And then I got into high school and I bought myself a deck, you know, and so I've been reading tarot since I was a little girl. But it's good to get books, and it's good to study the cards. If you are starting in tarot, start with a traditional deck. I mean, this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Very easy deck to read because it has a real storyline. But if you really want to learn tarot, learn the original deck, because the colors mean something, the numbers mean something. You know, the prints on the outfits mean something. So yeah. All right, I've got a tickle in my throat. All right, let's see who else is out there. Let's see if there's anybody that I missed in the back. Let's see. Anybody still in the house? Kristen? Oh, Kristen, let's look at Berto's energy. Are you still in the house, Kristen? I'm just kind of going back, rolling back in the meantime. All right, let's see. Kristen, you want to know about Berto's energy. All right, let's find out how Berto feels about it. We'll go there and run from there. Hi, Trisha. Donna. All right, Kristen, let's see. You know, I feel like this guy's just going to constantly disappoint you. All right, so to be with someone where you're in this Five of Cups energy, Kristen, I think there's better people for you. And I think, this is somebody who will continue to disappoint you, leave you feeling questioned, whether or not you matter. And the the Five of Cups, it leaves you in a place of, not feeling good about yourself, so pull yourself up, turn yourself around and find someone new. Because I think, Berto's only going to continue to make you not feel good about you, all right? You want to feel desired. You want to feel like somebody really wants to go out with you. And I just don't think Berto is that person. So, that's what I'm feeling for you, Kristen. Trisha, David's energy. Let's find out. Oraham, welcome in. Lamis, nice to have you in the house as well. Thanks, you guys. Hi, Donna. How are you doing? Donna, would you like a card? You pick on the quiet one. All right, let's find out. Trisha, how's David's energy? Trisha, let's find out. How is David's energy? Grateful, thankful for the messages. All right, we've got him in the energy of the Eight of Swords coming in reverse. So I think, he's got a lot of stories that run through his head. And I see you're just over here waiting. But this guy's in his head an awful lot. All right, Trisha. King of Swords. And again, more mental energy. You know what I don't like about it, okay? This energy of the King of Swords is somebody who, when he comes up reversed, they know it, and it's just like really hard to have a conversation with someone who always knows what's going on and they know more than you. But anyway, I feel like they're always in their head, but you're waiting. You're over here waiting. Four of Swords, listen, you're going to be unsettled. If the energy between you and this person is already hard, I only feel like it's going to continue. So, I don't know, maybe you like the challenge. Oh, yep, you come out as the Queen of Swords. I mean, mentally, I think intellectually you are matched. That's part of the problem that's going on, You need to have more of an emotional connection, and I just don't see that between the two of you. Anyway, that's what I've got for you, Trisha. All right, Lamas, will your ex-jabber return to you, and what is his feeling for you? Grateful, thank you. All right. I'm glad it was on point, Trisha. Yeah, whenever I see a King and a Queen of Swords, I'm like, whoa. That's a couple that you just don't want to get in the middle of, because you could get stabbed by one of those swords. All right, let's see, Lamas. Let's find out about your ex-jabber. Let's find out your ex-jabber. Grateful, thankful for Lamas and the ex-jabber. Hi, Paul. All right, let's see. All right, listen, he's toxic. All right, your ex-jabber. His feeling, he's the devil. He's coming up as... it's one of those things. It's not a healthy connection between the two of you. And I think you're better than that, because we have you coming out as the Queen of Wands. So, it's like this person is not a good person for you, all right? So there's a reason why they're your ex. Remember why someone is your ex, all right? Treasure Hollister, do I do sessions? You're not doing well? Oh, no. Treasure, you want me to pull a card on you? Be happy to do that. Oh, you're a Libra and he's a Scorpio. Ooh, it's tough when you're that close in the astrology chart, because there's a lot of similarities that come out, Tough, tough, tough. Anyway, good stuff. Donna, let's find out. Donna, the quiet one. Let me pull a card for you, and then we'll go back and see about someone else. All right, Donna, will you ever get a commitment from a person? Yes or no? Let's find out. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new here, I'm just pulling cards, as a tarot reader should. All right, let's find out, Donna. Will you ever get a commitment from your person? Grateful, thankful for the messages. Donna's waiting, wants to know whether or not she's going to get that commitment. Oh, this card. Look, I see him constantly on the fence. No. Give me another card. Yeah, Four of Cups. They don't want to make a mistake. What if it's not right? Oh, maybe I should. No, I don't want, it's good the way it is. So I don't feel like this person is going to give you a commitment. All right, Donna. It's always so hard. But, you know, I got to deliver the cards as they come out. Treasure Hollister, I'm waiting to get a yes or a no. I don't want to just pull a card without hearing back from you. All right, Paul, your wife is so old, she's mummified. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. The Roswell story. Hey, good morning. Leah, welcome. Mandy, what does your spirit guides want you to know today? Let's find out, Mandy. Oh, look, Treasure's back. All right, let me do Mandy, and then I'll jump down to you. All right, Treasure Hollister. All right, grateful, thankful for the messages from Mandy Gregory. What's going on for Mandy? Mandy, what's going on, Mandy? All right, we have coming up for you the Five of Wands coming in reversed as well. Listen, don't listen to what other people have to say. Don't listen to what other people are saying. You know, mind your own business. Stay out of, you know, other people's business. You know, when this Five of Wands comes up, you know, usually, you know, this is a card about people, competition. But in this image, you know, there's all these people talking and they can just start fires and, you know, cause trouble. And so you just don't want to be a part of that. All right. So, Mandy, today, don't get involved. All right. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. You know, I wonder whether or not you learn of something or you know something that's going on. It's really, honestly, the Six of Pentacles is like, just stay balanced, stay out of it, know where your place is, and let it be someone else's problem today. All right, that's what I've got for you, Mandy. All right, Treasure, what's going on with you? You're 28 and divorced. Your ex-wife and you are on the same level for truth, but our trust is not there. All right, let's find out. What card can you give me on Treasure Hollister's situation with his ex-wife? But if they're your ex, we got to move on, right? Let's find out what comes out for you, Treasure. Let's find out what's going on. Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Yeah, see, listen, I feel as if this is a situation of somebody hanging on to stuff from the past that they're not willing to let go of, because here we have the Six of Cups. Now, this is about nostalgia and memories. It's reverse. It's not about the good memories. It's about all of the bad things that happened in the marriage. And I feel as if you know, she's kind of bringing this up, or you're bringing it up, or that's the only focus that is happening right now between the two of you, is all of the things that are not good. Yeah, you know, and here this is, you have a child. That's right. So, you know, you can have to look at things from a new perspective. Here we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about kind of stepping back and seeing the whole picture and how to change it. Because if we continue to focus on all of the negative things, you're going to breed negativity. Positivity breeds positive. So there is this need for you to really kind of see everything in the picture and kind of gain a perspective from all angles. Yours, hers, the child, and then move from that place. Because if not, you'll get caught up in that cycle. And you know, you've got to break that negative cycle by, you know, kind of finding the positive directions to move forward. Yeah, Five of Cups. See, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of depression, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of emotions, and all of these things are piling up. But I do feel like things will settle here. You just have to know that you can't keep engaging on all of the things that have happened in the past. We have to leave that there and move forward. All right, Treasure, so that's what I've got for you. All right. I hope that helped, Treasure. Let's see, who else is out there? PU, you'd like to know, I need you to quit spamming inside the chat, because that's a good way for me to not pull a card. Okay? All right, can you check how your college life will go? I will check, PU. All right. But just so you know, if you spam the chat like that, a lot of times that's a good way for me to, you know, kind of read in between and get that person. So it doesn't always work. All right, and here, the selfishness. I'm sensing that with the way you wanted to you know, me to check your time in college. So you have to be careful because I don't feel like it's going to be as positive as you wanted it to be. And it has to do with how you approach things, all right? You know, it's better to be quiet and kind of see how things unfold, you know. But the Nine of Cups coming in reversed, you know, kind of indicates to me that it's not what you think it's going to be. So your life in school may be a lot different than what you've imagined, right? And, you know, it's going to be hard. It's going to be different, and it's going to be a big change for you. All right, PU? So that's what I've got for you. All right, let's see. Vibe, is that how we say it? Vibe, I don't know. The girl you love has something for me in her heart. Let's find out. Vibe have, is that how it is? Let's find out. Let's find out if this girl has something in her heart for you. Well, listen, I think she's very unsettled when it comes to you. Yes, you know, she does have something for you, but she's been hurt and she doesn't want to get hurt again. So yeah, there's this energy around her not needing the time and space to figure out what she's going to really do with you. You know, because this is hard energy. So something happened that hurt her. And now she's trying to figure out how to deal with that moving forward. So that's what I've got for you, Vihab. Let's see, who else is behind all these guys? The Glam Girlies. Oh, thank you. Hi, Paula. David Pacheco, is he going to contact you? Let's find out if David Pacheco is going to contact Paula. We are all invested in whether or not this guy is going to contact you. All right, Paula, let's find out if David's oops, wait. I got to turn my cards around. Got to mix them all up. All right, let's find out. All right, Paula, let's find out if David Pacheco is going to contact you. All right, are you ready, Paula? Here it comes. This is the answer from the tarot. I get no. And I almost feel like it's a good thing because he's coming up as the devil reversed. And the fact that, you know, when something comes up reversed, it's usually my no, all right? Upright is a yes. It's coming in reverse and it's coming in the devil. I feel like you are dodging a bullet with this person. So just keep that in mind, all right, Paula? Leah, how are you? Nora, how are you? Is he going to contact you again? Let's find out. Grateful, thankful for messages. Nora. Listen, I do the best I can, Leah. All right, Nora. Let's see. You're 50 Libra. He's 39 Virgo. Is he going to contact you again? You know, listen, we have the Chariot coming up. I feel as if there could be the possibility that they do contact you again. And there's a possibility of meeting. There's movement happening between you and this person, all right? You know, but again, you know, whether it's going to work, we have this way and that way coming up. I'm not really sure it's going to lead to anything. If anything, I feel like you're going to move on from this person. So, yeah, if they contact you, I think by the time they do, I think you will have moved on. All right. All right, let's see. All right, let me go back to Leah. She's a little upset because I went back on my word because I said I wasn't going to read the spammers, and then I read a spammer, so my apologies, you know, but I'm just seeing this tiny little screen up here, you know, with a couple things in the other, so, you know, be patient. I'm not asking for anything here other than a like, comment, or a share. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart, so, you know, if you want to pick on me, you know, but I come from a good place. I have the 4 card and the 11 card after shuffling. All right, Leah. Grateful, thankful for Leah. She wants the 4th card and the 11th card after shuffling. So let's find out. Hey, thank you, Santisha, for the new subscriber. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's find out Leah's 4th card and the 11th card. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th card, the Fool, coming in reverse. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The Page of Wands coming in reversed. So would you like me to talk about them, Leah, or is that good enough? You know, because what I see here is that, you know, if you start something, I don't think it's going to be very positive. But those are your cards, the 4th one and the 11th. All right, Leah, I hope that works for you. All right. All right, let's move on. Oh, thanks, Leah. Scully, can you give me a relationship advice? Grateful, thankful. Grateful, thankful for Scully. All right, Scully, what's going on? Can you give me any relationship for Scully over here? Let's find out. All right, we've got the Magician coming in and the Emperor. Listen, I feel as if when it comes to relationships, you know, you can manifest good things. You can make things happen. I mean, these are very powerful cards. If you are trying to make something happen with someone, I feel as if, you know, you are headed in the right direction. My focus does go to these roses up top. So when it comes to a relationship, I think you just need to keep doing what you're doing. Because, you know, Scully, this is, you know, very, very positive. You know, so I feel like whatever it is that's going on in your relationship, it could be destined. Maybe you question whether or not somebody is honest with you. All right. Now, here's the thing I say about honesty. All right. You know, until somebody, you know, there's no reason not to trust someone until they give you a reason, right? And I feel like, you know, I think maybe sometimes you question whether or not in a relationship somebody is honest. You know, but, you know, again, communication will keep that on the even plane, you know, to keep it working. All right, Violina. Violina, current energies. Let's find out, Violina. All right, Violina, let's find out. Yeah, Leah, I'll give you an explanation on the 2 cards. All right, Violina, let's find out current feelings. And Schumann's current feelings for you. What do we got? What do we got? We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. All right, so I think sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You know, here we have the 8 of Pentacles. You know, I think the 2 of you get caught up in a cycle. We do have here the 4 of Cups coming in as well, you know. So I wonder whether or not sometimes this person may do things, you know, socially, go out, maybe drink a little bit too much. While you're at work, maybe they're doing things that you don't like that they're doing. I think sometimes they feel bad about it, Violina, I really do, you know. So as far as their current feelings for you, I think they sit on the fence. You know, and here again, 2 of Pentacles. I think they're not sure whether or not they really want to commit, you know, because maybe they have an issue. And I want to say it's not about you. It truly is about them. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Violina. All right. All right, so listen, Leah, your cards, you had the Fool coming in reverse. So that's a major shift, all right? The Fool is about starting something. But it's risky. Whatever it is that you are wanting to start with, that Fool card coming in reverse, I mean, it's a risky, there's no guarantee. It's almost, and with that Page of Wands, also wanting to start something, you know, go explore, try something new. Both of those cards say whatever it is that you are wanting to start or where you want to go right now, it would not be a good, positive outcome for you. So that's what basically what those 2 cards said for you, Leah. All right, Sammy Shaya. Will Amir come back to you? Let's find out. Let's find out. Will Amir come back to you, Sammy? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Sammy. 10 of Cups coming in reverse. The answer is no. All right, again, when I read cards, usually, you know, when they're reversed, it's a no. You know, when it's upright, this is just, you know, a definite no. Just a no. Just a no. All right, Riza. I'm going to give you a card. Rizia Begum. Is that how we say it? Rizia. All right, grateful, thankful for Rizia. Let's find out what's going on with you. You'd like a card. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Really, I'm trying to grow my channel. This is how I'm hopefully going to grow it. So if you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, helps me out. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Rizia. All right, we got the King of Wands to the Knight of Cups. There is somebody very interested in you. So we have the Knight of Cups, King of Cups. This is definitely an energy where somebody, you know, would like to make you an offer, maybe take you somewhere, because this guy likes to travel. Very worldly type of person. But I like this, you know, so I like that love could be right around the corner for you if it hasn't already hit. I like that. All right. Yep, this is my real hair. All of it. All right, listen, you guys, I think I'm going to end this here. It was really, really fun popping in. I will be back again here tomorrow. I don't know what time, probably around this time. So if you want a reading and you didn't get a reading this time around, come back tomorrow. I'll be pulling cards. But we'll look at the weekend ahead. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where I'm from. So I'll be doing on a Friday. Phoenix, you want to know what's coming for you. Vibe have I already read for you, so I'm not going to read for you again. All right, Phoenix. You're welcome, Mandy. Let me one last card pull for Phoenix, 1111. What's coming in for Phoenix, 1111. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Phoenix, 1111. Love, look what's coming in for you. We have the Ace of Cups. And whoever this person is that you meet, Phoenix, could be somebody that could be long-term. So I do see love for you. All right, let's see. Grateful, thankful for all you guys. I will check in again tomorrow. So I'll see you all guys tomorrow. And until then, have a really great day. And come back tomorrow and I will read more cards for all of you people, including you, Kifu, Molis. I don't know how to say your name. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, be well, be happy, be kind. Bye now.